Welcome back to Just Scribble for an unboxing from Chic Sparrow. Now before I get started, I did want to apologize for any noise you hear. We have people working on the yard outside and it's kind of loud. Hopefully the microphone's not picking it up, but in case they do, I apologize for the sound of the weed eater and the mower and all of the things. So recently I did an unboxing from Sojourner for a custom fit folio. It's actually a tri-folio to hold my Create with Pen Tomoe River super chunky notebook. I did order 2 of these covers and I am really enjoying them. I love the way they feel because I love passport size. They are the perfect fit because they were custom made for the Create with Pen passport notebook. They are just perfect. And I did add a Paper Republic pen loop. So I have a pen loop inside there. It is just the perfect little notebook. But that got me thinking. When I first unboxed the Create with Pen passport size notebooks, I did test them in some of my existing passport covers, and this notebook is too chunky to fit into them, which is why I reached out to Rowena and I had a custom made, which, like I said, I absolutely love. But that got me thinking. I was wondering if these little notebooks would fit in a Chic Sparrow Passport Plus size. So most of my passports from Chic Sparrow, actually all but one, are passport size, not Passport Plus size. And I cannot find my scissors, so I'm using tweezers to do this, which is not ideal. And I wasn't sure if these chunky little notebooks would actually fit in the Passport Plus size. I'm not normally a fan of Passport Plus, but if I had a chunky little notebook in it and I could fit it in there with some dashboards and some other things, I thought it might be a fun size to have. Now, like I said, I do have one. Oh, I have a sticker on my finger. I'm just a hot mess today. I do have one Passport Plus cover, but it is in the waypoint leather, and I didn't want the waypoint leather and the high oil content and the floppiness for this purpose. I wanted something with more structure. So I decided to order a Passport Plus size cover from Chic Sparrow in the Austin leather because it is one of my favorite leathers from Chic Sparrow, and I decided to get it in their March Diego leather. I have shared samples of the March leather. This is last year's special edition leather that they launched for March, and they actually launched 3 colors when they did that month's launch, and so this is one of them, Diego. So I decided to order a Passport Plus in this leather because it is a leather that is limited. Once they sell out, they will no longer be carrying them, so it would be a special leather, and I really like this leather. So I decided that since it has more structure and it's a limited leather, I would try the Passport Plus size and see how it works with this little notebook. So it's kind of an experiment. So I did get my warranty card that you get with each order, and then this is my little passport. Oh, that's weird. So I did order Diego, but this actually looks like Damien, so I will have to check that before I do much with this because I do want to make sure that it's the right leather. It's just that I thought that Diego was a more burgundy reddish toned brown instead of a brown, like chocolatey toned brown, and so it actually looks to me like this is Damien. But they rarely make mistakes, so I'm probably wrong, and if they did make a mistake, they will make it right. So I will check that and I will let you guys know. But this is the cover, and so what's unique about this March leather is that they have these unique surface markings. So it's like they're antiqued or distressed on the leather. So they have these sort of dark spots all over them, which I think is super pretty. So this is a Passport Plus, and because of that, it has not 4 elastics and 3 holes, but 6 elastics and 4 holes. So it holds more inserts, which is one of the reasons that I don't normally like this because it's kind of chunky. It's still cute and fun to have in your hand, but part of what draws me to a passport cover is how small it is. And this is quite a bit bigger. However, with this thick notebook, it needs to be a little bit bigger. And so I wanted to check this out. I'm gonna have to be super careful because if this isn't the right leather, I will have to send this back to them so that they can replace it. And so I don't want to mess anything up. But it does have cascade pockets here, which I love, the secretarial pocket here, and then the pen loop, which I adore. And so what I was thinking is that I might be able to, trying to do this carefully, If I end up keeping this cover, I will actually run a butter knife or a letter opener inside this pocket to kind of loosen it up a little bit so this slides in a little bit better, and then it'll slide more flush to the stitching here and here. But I thought it could slide in the back like that, and you could close up your cover like this. This can be trained so that it lays in flush. My pen would be right there. And then I still actually would have enough room once I sort of break in this spine for a dashboard or another insert or something like that. And so I think that it'll be quite perfect, which is exciting because Chic Sparrow doesn't make regular passport size anymore. Sometimes they have them in classic, like no pockets, which I also love, but they don't make the deluxe or Cascade in the regular passport size because it's not big enough to accommodate the pockets. And so they make them, and so they only make them in Passport Plus. And so this way I have a reason to buy a Chic Sparrow Passport Plus. And then alternatively, I could actually just put the little notebook on the elastic like that. And once again, it would fit perfectly. Oh, I'm really excited. Once I figure out this leather issue, I will try to either come back with another video or do a short or something like that to kind of show you how I have it set up, or maybe we'll set it up together. But this does work in here, so I'm really excited. So if you have a Create with Pen chunky passport insert, it won't fit in a standard passport size, but you can get a custom from Sojourner like this in the tri-folio or in the folio without the tri that wraps around there. Or you could get a Passport Plus from Chic Sparrow, and you can either stick it in the pocket back here, or you can put it on the elastics, and maybe, just maybe, if it's loosened up, and maybe, just maybe, you might be able to slip it in this front pocket and slip the cover in that way. I'll have to test that once I find out if this is the one that I'm keeping, but that might also work. It would be a really tight fit, but I think it might actually fit that way as well. So you may have 3 different ways that you can put this in there. That's my little video. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I wanted to check out my Passport Plus, which is gorgeous. This leather is really, really pretty. It's just that the one that I wanted was the warmer, sort of more burgundy color, and this doesn't look right. But like I said, I could be completely wrong because I am known to be wrong occasionally, as my husband says. It's rare, but it happens. So I will check that, and then I will get back with you guys and let you guys know. But that's my little video. I just wanted to share with you guys. So if you have this passport chunky Create with Pen, you can get a Chic Sparrow to use this with. Also, I did want to mention, I know that Catherine from Sterling Ink is also coming out with a passport size Tomoe River notebook, just like her other notebooks that she's been launching. I asked her from the very beginning when she first decided that she was going to launch notebooks if she would add passport to that. I also asked her if she would look into a passport planner, but that's a long-term venture. But she is making the passport size notebook. So you will have 2 sources for a passport notebook, the Create with Pen and then also the Sterling Ink. So there is going to be another one coming, and I would expect that the Sterling Ink one is going to be like her others, where it will come in a sort of folio version, which is 520 pages, which I think is actually a little bit more pages than this one. I will put the number of pages to this one down below, but it would come in the 520 and the 260. So the 260 should work in any passport, folio, or cover that you have, and then the 520 you would need something chunkier or something that would hold something chunkier. So you would need like this custom, it should fit in that, or the Passport Plus from Chic Sparrow. If you have any questions about what I shared in this video, please don't hesitate to comment below and I will definitely get back with you. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.